This year, I've made close to $60,000 through investing in the stock market. This means that my investments are growing at an average rate of over $1,500 per week. When I first started, I went through tons of trial and error and I lost a lot of money. Luckily, I've learned from my mistakes, and since then, I've managed to make hundreds of thousands of dollars through investing. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how you can do the same. This video is exactly what I wish I had when I first started investing. How can you make money investing in stocks? It's pretty simple. Your money just needs to grow at a faster rate than inflation. Research shows from 1960 to 2022, the average rate of inflation in the United States was 3.8% per year. If your money isn't growing at a faster rate against inflation every single year, you are getting poorer. One of the best ways to actually beat inflation and make a profit is through investing in the stock market. I make money through two different ways. When I buy a stock, if the price goes up, I can sell it for more than I paid. I also receive dividend payments. These are regular payments made to shareholders on a quarterly or monthly basis. Not every stock will pay you a dividend, but if they do, you're able to make money without even selling your shares. I started making a ton of money because I was able to buy stocks that were growing at over 20 to 30% per year. This is because the value of your investments begins to exponentially grow after a couple of years. This is also referred to as the magic of compound interest. When I analyze investments, I tend to use compound interest calculators in order to see how much money I can potentially make. If you are someone who only has $100, but you're able to invest $500 per month at a 12% return per year, in 30 years, you'll have close to $2 million. This is the easiest way that you can almost guarantee yourself becoming a multi-millionaire. Obviously, the more money you invest, you can speed up the process and make more money. My secret to have been able to make lots of money through investing is simply because of time. I was able to start investing early, and I've managed to capitalize on investment opportunities over the years, which leads me to the second part of this video. What is the best age to start investing at? Simply, as soon as possible. This is because you're able to give your money more time to grow and compound on itself. You will be able to invest into riskier stocks to make even more money, and you'll have enough time to recover from inevitable stock market crashes. You're probably thinking, how much money should I invest? And in every other investing video here on YouTube, they'll say as much as possible. As for many investors, the stock market isn't my main source of income. Invest whatever you are comfortable with. But if you want a more concrete answer, I personally recommend investing 10% of your entire income. This is personally the percentage that I started with, and as my income has continued to increase, I've managed to allocate more of my money towards investments. This is how you get ahead of everybody else. Research shows that people who invest at least 10% of their income enjoy their lives that much more, because you're setting yourself up for a bright financial future and you have a healthy money to life balance. You won't be worried if you're spending or saving enough money all of the time. There are actually two methods in which investors apply in order to make the best investment predictions possible. This is through fundamental analysis and technical analysis. In terms of technical analysis, day traders and swing traders believe that they can predict how a stock price will change based on the movements of a stock's graph. In some instances, I invest using margin and I also trade options, but I won't be covering that in this video because it can get very complex for a novice investor. Instead, you should keep your investment strategy simple and focus on the fundamentals of a company. These include their financial balance sheets, the company's brand, and how the leaders of the organization are guiding the company's future. These are things you need to research when you're investing into stocks, because when you make an investment, you are becoming a partial owner of that company. You want to ensure that the company you are investing your hard-earned dollars in has great leadership and is in a good financial position to continue making money. The fundamentals of a company is where the most valuable information lies, which will ultimately determine the long-term success of a stock. Every time I invest in a stock, I have a 2 to 3 year outlook on the company. I never buy a stock just to make a quick profit and sell, because in my experience, this will not help you make a lot of money over the long run. This particular investment strategy has helped me find lots of great companies that have massively increased in value over the years, with one of my most notable investments being Tesla stock. I originally started buying and holding this stock in 2019, and I was able to make a lot of money because even though the stock price increased significantly, I still continued to hold on as it continued to grow at a steadier pace over the years. I know most people don't have the luxury of being able to sit around and research stocks all day, not even myself, because quite frankly, sometimes it gets boring, which is why some of the money I allocate towards investments goes straight into index funds. These are the best option for 95% of investors out there. Index funds allow the average person to make more money than an investing professional with little to no effort. Let's use the S&P 500 for example. This fund holds 500 of the largest publicly traded companies in the United States, with the most notable ones being Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, and Google. Obviously, you can buy many of these companies' stocks individually, but if one company performs poorly, well, you can say goodbye to your money. The idea behind an index fund is very sneaky and clever. You are able to invest in all 500 of these companies with the tap of a button. Even if some of the companies in this index perform poorly, the stocks that perform well will balance out your fund and you will make lots of money. Over the last 10 years, the S&P 500 has had an average return of over 13% per year. No one has ever lost money by holding an index fund over the long term. Simply investing into index funds will make you rich. It's literally that easy. You don't need to pay a professional to manage your money when investing into index funds. These funds are passively managed, meaning that they don't need a professional to keep adjusting them. After this, people look around to figure out what are the best investing options. I'm obviously not a financial professional, but I've had massive success in investing since my Roth IRA portfolio alone is valued at over $60,000. In this portfolio, I solely invest into two different types of indexes. The first one being an index that tracks the performance of the S&P 500. This one is the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. With an average annual return of 13% over the past 5 years, this fund has massively increased my net worth with a minimal amount of effort. I have to point out that the returns from this index have massively relied on the technology sector, specifically the 5 largest tech companies in the United States, accounting for a majority of the return. I personally don't mind it. I believe that we are just starting to scratch the surface in terms of how technology will innovate and transform over the coming decades. The two best S&P 500 index funds that I recommend investing in is the Fidelity 500 Index Fund and the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. The second one is a total stock market index fund. This index is designed to provide investors with exposure to the entire US equity market. You are basically investing into every sector in the United States, giving you massive diversification. I personally invest in the Fidelity Total Market Index Fund. This fund has produced an average return of over 12% per year over the last 10 years. If a bad stock market crash were to happen, total market indexes will allow your portfolio to recover quickly. I've experienced 2 market crashes in my lifetime. The first one being the 2008 financial crisis, and the most recent one being the 2020 COVID stock market crash. As you can see, this was only temporary and every market eventually bounces back. So does this mean that investing is risky? Well, no. If you have a portfolio that is diversified and you continue to consistently invest annually, you are bound to make a lot of money if you stick with it. As Mark Zuckerberg famously once said, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. Finally, for the most common question, when is a good time to sell your stocks? There are only 2 reasons you should ever need to do this. The first one is if you've ever made a bad investment. If you own individual stocks that have consistently continued to underperform, it might be a good idea to cut your losses in those stocks before your losses pile up and continue to grow. Make sure to look at the specific industry that company is in. Analyze and see if the entire industry is on a decline. A good example of this is Tilray. This is a cannabis company. I first purchased this stock 3 years ago and sold it within a few months after it continued to consistently decline. I noticed that other companies in its industry were on the same downward trajectory. Even though I lost money in the short term, my losses would have been even bigger if I did not sell. The only other reason you should sell is if you've made the gain you wanted to from the stock and you are satisfied. I don't recommend it, but if you're day trading or swing trading and you're not holding a stock for more than a year, I recommend setting a price target for you to sell and taking profits at. Take this example. If you buy a stock at $50 and your goal is to double your money, you should sell this stock if it reaches close to $100 per share. I personally didn't make my money myself using this investment strategy, but you're more than welcome to try. If you want to see another great investing video, check this one out right here and make sure to like and subscribe so you can start making over $100,000 investing as well. Later.